And then from Doha to Dallas is 16 hours. Oh my God. That was the bomb. Like, how on earth am I going to fly for 16 hours? But I did it, and it was fun because it's like gigantic flights, big flights. It's a good thing to experience, so it's good to work hard. Honestly, like like three partitions and all those things, and they entertain. But those their food honestly don't make sense. I wish I carried food.
I
I
keep
wish I
telling you.
carried some. I wish I carried something. I wish I carried something. That food is. I wonder how God of Israel. So, but that being said, that 16 hours, I would say I starve, honestly. But
That was me too. That was me.
the only thing I could taste was their pasta because it's like macaroni and all those things. I could taste it, but other things were off me. In fact, there is something when I came in here, the international students this thing they gave me something that looked like beans. I don't know.
I
So
think
as I
that's
just
black beans,
open them, they will
black or
come
brown
collect am.
beans.
I no go open this thing. You know, this is something I go chop.
Mine is
Honestly,
worse.
as in
I want to know how was it like preparing, and how was it like, traveling for the first time? I don't know if you've traveled outside of Nigeria before, but how was it like traveling, being in the plane? How was your overall experience? Then we can now talk about the questions that they asked you in the Telegram group. So let's just talk about life after visa approval. What happened?
all right. So, my school resumes 11th of January, and my visa was approved 6th of January. So I already have short time to actually meet up. But I already reached my international community, like international recruiters in my school, and they gave me a letter stating that I can come between 11th and 22nd of January to meet up with my class. So I have that late arrival letter. It's very important, especially in a port of entry. So that was very short for me to prepare. In fact, I was really not. I did. You know that I'm actually very negative. I'm not negative, but that kind of thing where you think say the first time we they prepare, they deny you. The second time, you just go like say, let me just go and try, and then yeah. So I was not really. I was just there to just go and come out. But thank God I went and I came out successfully. So I started preparing. I listened to your YouTube video again where you said now after visa what next, and then I started okay hustling, and then same group is so nice because there are already people that have traveled. Your
Exactly.
Shehu, they have traveled.
Yes.
Julius have traveled.
Yes. Joseph has traveled.
Um,
Good
I
news, Emmanuel.
Yes, I actually spoke with them. This is a very wonderful group though. So I actually spoke with them and they said you need to do your COVID-19 test 3 days before that, and then you need to be fast. Oh, they're locking border, Nigerian border because of the COVID-19 second wave. So I was not thinking anymore. What I was doing was, oh yeah, pack your things. You have to buy your winter jacket. I'm coming. In fact, the way I'm coming to is the one of the coldest part of my of
Yeah.
America. I have to get a winter jacket. I have to get this. I have to get that, and then food. I have to get all those things, and then writing my what is it called? My school that I've actually gotten that, and they give me the notification. Enrolling in classes because I did not enroll initially. Enrolling in classes and getting new plan, dorm, and all those little things. I actually started doing that. It was really a lot of time. And then after that, but the thing is, you just have to be consistent. The school really helps. They try to reach out to you to know what's up, what's happening, and then you really need to be proactive, kind of. So then money, of course, my guidance is sponsoring me though. So, but he's not paying my ticket fee now. And then there are other things. He won't give you money to do that. And no, you know what it means, Nigeria now. we supposed to accept. You know how much where you don't get so you don't come out from school. And it's not like my dad has the mansion somewhere. Not like I'm born with silver spoon or something. It's just like we're hustling
Yeah, on
little by
your
little, I think this video is mostly for people that are
yeah.
this kind of class, kind of not really the people that are there. They will do it for them. Oh yeah, sign here. You will
Go.
sign, then they'll carry it to that place. You will go. They'll give everything. No, it actually might be helpful in visa related stuff, but the hustling is different, difficult. So after that, I bought my thing, got my extra bag, and got into the internet and booked my flight. So 3 days to my trip because the COVID-19 test is supposed to be done 3 days to your trip, starting from the day you would you did the test. So if you're traveling on Sunday, you have to do it on a Friday. So that's 3 days starting from that Friday. So I did my COVID-19 test on Friday because I traveled on Sunday, January 2000, January 18th. That's 2021. So I did my COVID-19 test. Got so kind, they could send you the test on phone and you could print it out. So I did it in the East. And then I traveled on Saturday to Lagos. And then I printed it out. No, I didn't print it out. Please print it out. To print out that thing in airport is 1,000 naira.
Oh wow. Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
You know, you see, I cannot drink now because I'm carrying my laptop and I'm trying to plug the charger.
Okay.
All right, let's continue.
So to print that thing out, to print anything out in airport is 1,000 naira straight up. Oh. And I printed out in airport 1,000 naira. It was a painful printing, but I have to print.
Let me
So you
drink.
can print, you have to print it out outside. So I did the printing, then I was ready to travel. I traveled because of the shortness of my time. I traveled through the longest route ever. As I traveled through the Qatar airline. Is the Qatar airline. Of course, it's economy I use now. So
Were you going to use first class before? Look at your mouth.
so I did that, and then we traveled through. Okay, 7 hours from Nigeria airport. That's Monisara Mohammed Airport to Doha. 7 hours. I think that's the longest flight I've ever entered in my life.
Oh
Oh
wow.
yeah, that's the first longest flight.
Flights, yeah.
I used to travel from east to Owerri to Lagos to 145 minutes, like nothing.
Big
seven
there.
hours. And then I now looked again. The normal is like 16 hours is the next one. 16 hours is the next one. And then from Doha to Dallas is 16 hours. Oh my god. That was the bomb. Like how on earth am I going to fly for 16 hours? But I did it and it was fun because it's like a gigantic flight, big flight. It's a good thing to experience, so it's good to work hard. Honestly, like like three partitions and all those things, and they entertain. But those their food honestly don't make sense. I wish I carried food.
I
I
keep
wish I
telling you
carried.
people.
I wish I carried something. I wish I carried something. That food is. I wonder how God of Israel. So, but that being said, that 16 hours, I would say I starved, honestly. But
That was me too. That was me.
the only thing I could taste was their pasta because it's like macaroni and all those things. I could taste it, but other things were off me. In fact, there is something when I came in here, the international students this thing they gave me something that looked like beans. I don't know.
I think
As I
that's
said,
black
"Don't
beans.
open am. They will
Black or
come
brown
collect am.
beans.
I no go open this thing. You know, this is something I go chop.
Mine is
Honestly,
worse.
as in but that being said, I now when I go to Dallas, I from Dallas to Flagstaff over through air is like another 3 hours. So I got to my school and they picked me up. I got to my school by 11:30 p.m. But the school is good. I'm actually patronizing the school too. The school is good, and they came around, picked me up around that time and brought me to my isolation dorm where I am now. It's a wonderful place, a room and a big sit out area, sitting room. with an island. Very wonderful. I have space, but nobody to talk to.
So how long are you going to be there for the quarantine?
10 days. 10 days. I've done my first COVID-19 test today. I'll do the next one. It comes out 3 days after now. So I'll do the next one in next 6 days, and then the test comes out 3 days after. So 10 days. Yeah. So
So
that's my the whole puzzle. And okay, when I got through the Nigerian airports, they really do not have lots of problems. They just ask you question. You really need to know where you're going to, the exact location, address you're going to, because that's one thing they'll keep on asking you. So you can write it down. Me, I wrote it down somewhere. Like where you're going to, I'm going to blah 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 blah. And they say okay. And then when I got to Doha, of course, they just passed through. But they collected my cream. They say it's much more than
yeah, of course.
200 milligram. If I had, I want to travel that
You should
cream.
have checked it in.
Yeah. So they did that, and after that, Doha was not really bad, but Dallas, please, I don't know. This might be very helpful. The point of entry in the United States, the place where you have to clear everything you have, including your extra luggage. That's the one that they checked in, because I did not clear my own. Can you imagine? I just carried my luggage now. Yeah, I've arrived in the United States. The bag will come to me in Flagstaff, and I was going. When I don't climb up,
Now they call you auntie.
I'm going through American airline because Qatar put me in American when I got to the United States. So when I went to the American airline, using the train, or because you one thing you just have to be observant, there's arrows that lead to, just have to look. There's no, you don't need to ask so much questions. They made everything easy. And I've already used the train. I've gone to my terminal, my airline, and I was waiting for my plane that would come 4 hours later. And then somebody called me. I actually connected with the Wi-Fi in the airport. So you can do that actually. It's really easy. You can use your ticket number and do that. So I did that. And then I actually spoke to someone, and he was like, okay, so where are your luggage is now? I said, my luggage in my hand. He said, no, your main luggage, did you check it out from the custom? I said, no. Was I supposed to check it out from the custom? He said, are you crazy? You're Momo? You don't know that is your point of entry. Ha! At that point, I was mad.
Mogbe.
That was where all my winter things are, like everything I bought. The only thing I have in my hand luggage is something I'll use for now. I ran down, took the train again, came down, came out, you know. And then they told me, lo and behold, they told me that I cannot go back to the custom, that I should go pray that my luggage comes down to Flagstaff. And if not, I'll have to go through their claim bag or something,
Claim
and
bag.
write
Baggage claim.
baggage claim, yeah, and write and tell them what's happened so I can do that. And it might take me some days. Ha! God, I was just crossing my finger. I actually disturbed. I went all over, but I could not go to the custom. But lo and behold, I was so lucky. By the time I came down here in Flagstaff, I saw my bags. I was so happy. I was like, this is a miracle. This is telling me that I'm coming to America to be successful for me. Oh.
Amen.
All right. So later on, so that is important because there are different points of interest. There's JFK terminal, there's Dallas, there's Washington, and wherever you land ever, and that's where you have to do that clearance. So that's that, and I came down here, and I'm here, and I'm happy to be here. The first day I came here, it snowed.
Let's see the snow.
All right, this is my window. And this is the snow out there. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see. Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow. Do you know that I haven't actually experienced snow in the US since I got here? But now I'm jealous.
My phone is like, oh God, is this snow? I went outside to take a picture. Like, okay, Valeen, I don't the one that
You sent me the picture. Yes. All right. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I'm very happy that you actually gave us this time, and you went all out, like from the beginning to the very end. And I am so glad I'm a part of this success story. And I am also glad, like, I'm not just a part of the story. I'm a big sister here. If you need someone to talk to, I'm always here to, for you to reach out to. you. And guys, thank you so much. And I also want you to be out on, like in the comments to answer any questions that anybody might have to ask you as well. So before we end this conversation, there are questions from the Telegram group. And if you're not a part of that Telegram group, please check the description, click on the link and join that group, and you'll be told what next to do. You heard it
Yes,
from her,
so
how she has, the group is very helpful. Like it has been very helpful so far. And we have 10 people. One person just got the visa. So we have 11 persons who have gotten their visa approved from that group. And there will
wow.
be more. That was just from last year. So this year there will be more. Okay. So